What's up, Pisces? What's happening? Welcome back. Glad for y'all to be back. I'm glad to be back. Yeah. Welcome back to the Noble Magus Tarot. I am the Noble Magus, and I am doing right now for Sun sign of Pisces a general reading, for the collective. And when I say collective, y'all know, by now you should know that I mean all Pisces abroad, anywhere and everywhere, and in accordance with your sun, moon, rising, Venus, or any other placement that you might have. I'd like to thank all y'all too, all my subscribers, for your generous donations and your bookings, all the bookings that y'all do. I think Pisces and Capricorn probably been like the highest in the last maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Been getting quite a few readings from y'all, reading requests. Too, when you send a request, when you hit me up on the email, give me a brief description of what you want to know. Real simple, real plain. It ain't gotta be 2 fucking pages. Like I read that shit, but I just personally, it's like a lot of trolls and shit that just be bullshitting, and I don't even pay that shit no attention. So keep it brief, keep it to the point. Exactly what you looking to gain from the reading, what you really want to know, like that, Because I know I got trolls, I know I got haters, exes and shit, karmics, exes and they karmics, shit like that. So, ain't no big deal. I look at it as if you, coward enough to stalk a motherfucker and first off, if you're really trying to find some shit out, the best thing to do is open your fucking mouth and ask, you know what I'm saying? But the flip side to that is, if you know you ain't got no fucking business dipping, then there you go. So you done overstepped your fucking bounds any motherfucking way, you know what I'm saying? So I don't play that shit, man. But I appreciate my genuine fucking subscribers. I love you motherfuckers, for real. But all that trolling bullshit, that shit dead. Smell that shit a mile away. Motherfucking intuitive as fuck, man. That shit don't work, But anyway, we're gonna get right on up at it, Pisces. And to my visitors, if you've never visited this channel, I'd like to thank you and welcome you at this time. I appreciate you just sliding through, maybe scrolling and you caught the channel, maybe the title drew you in, or I don't know, whatever it is. Glad to have you here, and I welcome you to take advantage of the natal charts in the description box on the Vedic side of astrology, and also on the Western side of astrology. You know what I'm saying? Check out those sites. Plug in your information. Get all your placements. Understand who you are, where you are, how you fit, and you'll also be able to gain a little bit more insight on other videos as they may resonate in different, in your different placements. So take advantage of that. If nobody ever told you that before, check that shit out. It's worthwhile, So Pisces, you're gonna see what's popping in the etherical realm. What's happening, what's happening with Pisces. What's going on with Pisces right here, right now, on today? All right. So that's what we want to know. What's going on with Pisces? Off the top, we got the 8 of Cups wanting to shoot up out of there. So let's get on up at this. Got the 8 of Cups. Got the Hermit. King of Cups, King of Pentacles. And Got the Tower, Page of Wands. You put that to the side. Clarifying the Eight of Cups, we got the Seven of Pentacles. Clarifying the Hermit card, we got the Hierophant. And clarifying the King of Pentacles. Got the Nine of Swords. Clarifying the Tower, one of my favorite cards. We got the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we got the Knight of Wands. Give me 1 second, y'all. Queen of Wands fell on the floor, but you know I don't take them off the floor like that, so we'll just throw that on the other end of the deck. All right. So Pisces, look at what we got going on right here. All right. We got Cups in the reading. We got Cups. We got you showing up in the 8 and the 9 of Cups, Pisces. Sure do. Okay. So 8 of Cups is Pisces. The Hermit is Virgo. The King of Pentacles, for me as a reader, is Taurus and Aries. And since it's Earth, it could also be Capricorn and Virgo too. And then we got the Tower, and the Tower is Scorpio and Aries. That's also, let's see, Scorpio, Aries. It's also Mars energy. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is, let's see, let me think here. Seven of Pentacles is Scorpio, and we're also dealing with Venus energy. So somebody can have like Scorpio and Venus, you know. The Hierophant, we got Taurus in the mix. Nine of Swords is the, what is that, Gemini? And it's also Mars energy. And we have, I already said, the Nine of Cups. So, let's see. Yeah, Nine of Cups, that's Pisces, and that's Jupiter energy. Bottom of the deck, we got the Nine of Wands. I mean, the Knight of Wands, my bad. Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is Sagittarius and Scorpio. Got the Page of Wands, too. And this is simply Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So I ain't figured out where I'm gonna put that yet. I'm gonna let's see. No, I ain't gonna even put it on. Put it back. All right. Okay, so from the looks of it, y'all, we got the Eight of Cups. You know, somebody walking away, choosing to walk away from something. And I want to say this is, it could be relationship. I kind of get that strongly, but it could also resonate for you in a business perspective, job perspective, or yeah, I would say business or job or relationship. So, you know, in the Eight of Cups, that's dealing with walking away from something that, you know, no longer suits your best interests, no longer serves you, you know. So you walking away with the Eight of Cups in search of the ninth, you know. And then we got the Nine of Cups down here. So the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So it's kind of cool how this all lays out, you know. It fits. It makes a lot of sense. I see it. No big deal. But yeah, we got the Eight of Cups. Somebody walking away, looking for wish fulfillment, looking to move into something better for themselves. You know, looking to be happy, because obviously this wasn't happy. This wasn't what you wanted. You know, you may have came into it thinking that's, you know, what it was going to be, but As time progresses, you like, shit, this ain't for me, you know. And clarifying the Eight of Cups, we got the Seven of Pentacles. You know, and the Seven of Pentacles is dealing with seeds that's been sown and expected harvest, you know, from the time that you done put in, from the work that you done, you know, spent laboring to get this to grow. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like an evaluation type of moment, you know, type of period. And if you look closely, you know, you got the pentacles on the vine and then you got the one on the ground. So it's like, damn, you know, hope I ain't wasting my time. You know, I hope I get, you know, what I really wanted, you know, out of this. And it's to the effect that, you know, because you walked away, you probably not, you know, I would say what you walked away from probably wasn't as fruitful and abundant as you thought it was going to be. Maybe you was involved with somebody that was, you know, faking the funk, like they could, you know, do what they said they could do, and in the end, they couldn't really do shit, you know, just stringing you along, selling you a bunch of hoopla and a bunch of fucking illusions and shit, you know, trying to manipulate you, typically, trying to get something out of you, you know, trying to hinder you, keep you from moving forward onto this wish fulfillment, you know. So next we got the Hermit, and the Hermit is dealing with, you know, going within and examining, self-examination, self-examination and looking, you know, looking within, shining that light within. You know what I'm saying? Shining the light within your own soul to deal with shadows, you know, things that's, I would say, I wouldn't necessarily say negative about you, but, you know, it's like a self-examination, and whatever you see is what you see. And it's also what you probably need to clear up, you know, within yourself to get yourself right. You know what I'm saying? So, clarifying the Hermit, you know, and the reason for going within too is probably because of what you walked away from. You know, you had to take a self-examination, you know, and a interior introspection. You know what I'm saying? For whatever it was that you went through over here, you know, now you're looking within yourself, and you probably feel that you made some mistakes, or you maybe got jammed up dealing with somebody that was full of shit, you know, and you need a timeout. You know, it's okay to be in hermit mode. It's okay to you know, have to take a break, have to take a time out to reconfigure how you feel. You know, sometimes we go through shit and we don't even know how the fuck we feel. You know what I'm saying? Especially while you right within that shit. You know, I didn't gave the analogy before, playing sports and shit. You know, and checking back after the game and watching the fucking video. You know, when you in the game, you don't really see like everything you're doing. You know, I mean, you should, you know, but sometimes when you sit back and look at yourself, what you did, what you went through, what actually went on, you come up with a better perspective, a better visual, a better view of what actually took place and how you played a part in it or didn't play a part in whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So the Hermit is all about that. The Hermit is all about going back to the locker room and watching the motherfucking game on tape, you know, on video, you know. So clarifying that, we got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is symbolic of contracts, you know, whether they're between two people, you know, marriage. It could also be spiritual organizations, scholastic organizations, you know, corporate organizations, you know, things of that nature. And like I said, it could also be, you know, like marriage or relationship. So the fact that we got the Eight of Cups, and which is dealing with emotions and the time that was spent sowing, you know, the material perspective, trying to, you know, see how it correlates with the emotions that you put in, the time that you put in, you know, and then over here we're looking at the fact that it's probably relationship for most of y'all, but it could resonate in other areas of your life, and only you know what that is. Whether it's your job, you didn't put, you know, a certain amount of time in the job and had to walk away, because they wasn't honoring the contract. They wasn't, you know, keeping up with what they said they was going to do for you or whatever. Or like I'm saying, if this is a relationship, you know, maybe you reflecting back on your part in the relationship, what you may have did wrong, or how somebody may have did you wrong, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? So either way, however it fit, you know how it's rocking with you, you know. And maybe you were dealing with a Taurus, you know, because we got that Taurus energy, you know, within the Hierophant, and then also related to that too, we got more Earth energy as the King of Pentacles up here. And you know, the King of Pentacles is an individual that's typically married, you know, and very well to do, you know, take care of their business with their family, take care of their business with, you know, with all of their obligations, you know, business obligations and things of that nature. They're very apt to spend luxuriously on their self and the things that they want and the people that they care for. You know, they can, sometimes the King of Pentacles can also be a bit tyrannical, you know, well, I ain't gonna say tyrannical, but stubborn, you know, because he got his thing going on, you know, he got his bag, or her, you know, so they want shit the way they want it, you know what I'm saying? So to a degree, ain't nothing wrong with that, but if you're stepping on people's toes and kind of mismanaging your power and authority and shit like that, that, you know, on the other hand, could be a bit tyrannical, you know what I'm saying? Just because you got money, you know, it's this way, it's that way, motherfucker move, you know, like that. You know, that's when they can get, like I'm saying, you know, a little tyrannical and shit. Clarifying the King of Pentacles, though, is the Nine of Swords. Fucking nightmare card. So the Nine of Swords is typically dealing with somebody who's all in their fucking feelings. Well, not feelings, but all in their head with their thoughts. You know, they got the same thoughts, negative, positive, was typically negative thoughts. Just ruminating back and forth, round and round, the same shit over and over and over. Really just worrying their fucking self sick, you know, over whatever the situation is, you know. Being that it's clarifying the King of Pentacles, maybe this got something to do with money. Maybe this got something to do with the King of Pentacles household, or his business, or his relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because we got all these other cards out here, you know, backing up, like marital institution, you know, maybe corporate scenario or some shit, you know, however it fit, y'all know what I'm saying. So shoe fit, lace it up, wherever it fit, you know what I'm saying? Just long as it's for you. If it don't resonate with you, then keep it moving, you know. And also, this being a Pisces reading, it could also be your reverse sign. It could also be the cross watcher, somebody that you're dealing with within this here dynamic. You know, their energy could be showing up. This could be showing up as them in the reverse, or you in the reverse of them. You know what I'm saying? So however which way it go, you know better than anybody. So it appears that this King of Pentacles is a bit worried though. All in his head, going crazy and shit at night, can't sleep, having a bit of insomnia and, you know, not being able to rest properly and shit. And I would say that it's because of what he's or she been involved in, and they sense that it's a tower coming. They know something is fucked up, whoever this is. They know something's brewing, they know something's stirring up. If it's you, Pisces, you know, they know something is afoot. And it's like, you may not know what it is, you know, you may not know all the details behind what it is that you're involved in, but, you know, we got the tower. So the tower comes to destroy foundations and shit and things that you've built up and heaped up that weren't constructed properly. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, I'm talking from, I'll give a couple of examples, like a business perspective. You done started your business or whatever, you know, and you skipped a couple of points in getting it established. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, maybe you did some crooked shit. You know, you faked your insurance or some shit. You took a job. You had a problem on the job. You know, now the customer wants your insurance or some shit, you know, because of something you fucked up or one of your employees and shit, and now they want your insurance because they want to file a claim, you know, so that just fucks up everything, you know what I'm saying? And then from a relationship perspective, uh, it could be something that you found out, you know what I'm saying, about your significant other, or something they done found out about you, or something that you both found out, period, you know, that just rocks your fucking whole foundation with each other, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you found out your guy, you know, got a fucking baby on the way by somebody else, or um, somebody you was dealing with, you know, fucking found out they was cheating on you, or they was married, or any fucking thing, you know. Like, it's just a whole lot of shit that could be. So the tower is representative of tearing that shit down. So I don't really fear the tower card personally. I embrace that shit because, like, you know, me personally, I would rather dismantle what ain't right so I can reestablish that shit in the right way in my own life. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got their own choice to make and shit. You know, we like, if you don't mind raggedy shit being in your life, then hey, you know, that's all good. But the tower come to tear down, you know, destroy, upheave old foundations that's built on lies, trickery, old mindsets, old paradigms that don't work. You know what I'm saying? In order to make way for fresh new shit. So it's not all. So everything's not a loss. It's really a new beginning. It's really a new, fresh way of doing things and embracing something. You know, once it's ripped down and cleared out, you know, now you can start over and do shit the right way and hopefully not make them same fucking mistakes again. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was on your end or somebody else's end. So clarifying the tower, we got the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment, where somebody is, you know, emotionally happy with what they have because it was what they wished for. You know what I'm saying? It's what they actually wanted. It's actually what they desired. And then on the flip side of this shit too, it could be somebody that's like overindulgent, you know, partying too much, over drinking, drinking too much, you know. It could be that, it could come from that perspective too. So it ain't all happy hunky dory and shit, you know, necessarily, unless that's actually what's going down in your own personal life, you know what I'm saying? And if that's the case, you know, more power to you. I ain't here to rain on your parade at all. But speaking on the energy of the cards and how they work typically, and you know, sometimes how different situations can play out in you know, different lives, you know, because there's so many people watching. So, you know, it is what it is. So this could be, you know, that all this shit then got cleared out. You know, what you may have walked away from and been worried about, you know, the time that you put in, and you know, it kind of feel like it was a marriage and shit, you know. It feel like it was a relationship, like somebody may have feel like they made a fucked up decision, and you know, because we got the Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck too. You know, this Knight of Wands is the Knight of Wands is about action. So maybe somebody took a swift action and they weren't real stable, you know, in the decision that they made. Maybe they made a rash ass decision, you know, maybe they just rushed and did some shit and, you know, now they regret it, you know. Maybe because the player on the bottom of the deck, you know what I'm saying? So you fuck with the player, you ain't gonna be happy too long, you know. So it kind of remains to be seen, but at the same time, you know the energy that you in within your life, you know what's going on in your own circle. So you know, if this Knight of Wands is you or somebody you dealing with, the fact that you got the Tower too, you know, and the Nine of Cups clarifying the Tower, like maybe you was happy to get away from a motherfucker too, you know, maybe you was happy for some shit to end. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe you happy for a fucking foundation to crumble, you know? Yeah, it could be that too. You know, somebody you've been dealing with for a while, you know, they've been lying, they've been stealing, they've been cheating, you know, they've been bullshitting with the bills and shit like that, lying about money and lying about where they been and where they at and all that kind of shit. you probably, you know, with this Nine of Cups being here under this tower shit, you might be glad, you know, after you done found out, like, whatever bullshit you found out. You know what I'm saying? Because now you get to move on towards your Nine of Cups, towards your happiness and shit. Because we got the beginning of this shit starting, like I say, with the Eight of Cups, and then we ending up over here with the Nine of Cups. So that's what my man, you know, that's what this motherfucker here on his way to. So maybe that's how this shit worked out for you, you know. And if it did, you know, I'm glad for you. You know, whatever makes you happy, you know, whatever you feel within your own heart is desirable to you, pursue that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. So Pisces, y'all let me know, you know, how this resonate with you, and if this is your story, you know, if this collaborate with what you been going through, and if it's plain and simple to see, you know, like, oh yeah, that's exactly what happened and shit, you know. So let me know. You know, I always appreciate y'all comments, and I chime in. You know, I say something. Even if I don't drop nothing but a like and a heart, shit, I let you know that I read it and I appreciate it. So Pisces, that's what I got for you right now. Keep an eye out for your elemental reading. I'm thinking about doing them different this time, as far as the water signs and everybody. I might do them all in one, but I might. I'm thinking about just doing them separate, but in one video. But I gotta see. You know, I want to stay under a certain amount of time because this shit takes so long to upload. You know, so. Be on the lookout for your elemental reading. I'll let you'll see when I post it how it is. You know what I'm saying? So if I do them all together, but separately in one, you know, all together in one video, I will, you know, time stamp it or something. You know, that way you know where Pisces began and Scorpio began. You know, like that. So might be a good way to do it. All right. So peace, love, and light. I'll check on y'all the next one. All right.